check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. It felt so real, but now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you a contract. I promised you a contract.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Let's go.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line. And he's He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, not see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to throw here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
Cam Scatterboo, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Got
a man open, it's Sutton. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing Nix. They'll get back to play to Franklin.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Nix from the shotgun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The Broncos at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
And you and I both know, always a tough travel week with all the distractions. And you'd love to have the week off afterward, but that's not the case here. At the very least, you know they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was certainly not a trip to remember.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready! Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay!
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of 40. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Oh, my son!
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, my son!
Nix to the air. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready, my son! Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay!
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Oh, my son!
To throw, here's Nix. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, my son!
Back to the air with Nix. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Crazy Lions. Ready.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, a dangerous pass there that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Working out of the gun is Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Nix. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Second and 4. Get it. 70,
They'll set up to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. That is caught. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
To kick off for New York.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Captain, 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 captain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Giants' 24-yard line.
Nix to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going. It's Nix. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready. Come on.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. Throwing Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 62 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Hold on a sec.
To throw is Nix. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. He's still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He'll try to do it himself. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
To throw, here's Nix. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Coleman Sutton, 34 yards. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. High up there to grab it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Hurry, hurry!
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! From 21 yards away. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here in this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. Powering his way forward.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Throwing after the interception. Nix. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This is first and 10.
Here we go. Tap the 60.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Again, it's Johnson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's second down and 3.
Come on. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Oh, this crowd is making an impact right now. Third and 10. Complete right side to Howard. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Broncos, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, Ali Shaheed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can